That's President Trump in the First Amendment. That's President Trump when his first go around in 2020, 2019. I said I was making a documentary. That ain't against the law. That's the FBI, Dan Bongino, and that's Eric Barron from the Department of Justice, 2022. So everything you got, it's going to be Watergate 2025. Activism ain't terrorism. You feel me? Activism ain't terrorism. That's Epstein, and we're going to play the tapes like Watergate. Y'all worried about Epstein and Epstein's Island? Well, let's talk about Donald Trump. Let's talk about Donald Trump and mass incarceration. Toilet don't care if you black, white, straight, or gay. It take your shit every day. It don't care if you the president. It don't care if you homeless. We're making a documentary ain't against the law. The toilet is a prop for a movie. Let us design. I'm a political prisoner living in exile in my own country. We're going to say goodnight to racism and hello to freedom. That's the Maryland Black Caucus. That's Attorney General Anthony Brown. That's Governor Westmore. That's Governor Westmore. And that's Governor Westmore. We're going to say goodnight to racism and hello to freedom. I need you to answer them papers. Because like I said, you can't stop the show. That's the Maryland Volunteer Lawyers for the Arts. See the date? That's the First Amendment of the Constitution. To be the best, you got to beat the best, and you ain't beat me yet. I use the Constitution because you're supposed to defend my rights under the Constitution. That's Quaese Informe. If you go to Out for Justice, they got 5 storyboards for me. Out for Justice. That's 2023, 2 years ago, and y'all ain't investigated my illegal incarceration yet. So I put everything on social media for social change. That's Quaese Informe. That's Mark Clark and the Big Fat Morning Show. And that's the Shorty program. I gave you the Shorty program. It's Amnesty International 2014. Like I said, I'm a political prisoner living in exile in my own country. Amnesty International. This is Exhibit 4, all right? Dwayne Gerald Davis on Falls Road. That's Governor Blagojevich. That's Senator Cardins. In regards to your documentary, I would not be able to appear, all right? But for any further research, you told me to contact Blagojevich. That's Blagojevich, and that's President Trump. Trump, you pardoned Blagojevich. Well, I want a pardon too, a presidential pardon. You pardoned the January 6 people. I want a pardon. You feel me? A pardon. That's Kathleen Hughes, TV One, Radio One. That's the Baltimore Ravens and Shorty. That's Ozzie Newsome and Shorty. That's Ivan Bates and Shorty. That's Dick Gregory and Shorty. See the date, 2014. False imprisonment, police brutality, judicial fraud, prisoner's right advocate, a follow-up to a federal investigation. And that federal investigation leads straight to Donald Trump. That federal investigation leads straight to Eric Barron, the FBI. So Donald Trump, Watergate 2025. Quaese Informe gave you the paperwork. The House Judiciary is waiting for it. Activism ain't terrorism. I'm going to terrorize you with the truth and more toilets. I'm going to use the First Amendment to do it. Freedom of speech.